What's going on? Uh-oh, looks like interesting. There's a new segment that came out on the Today Show with Savannah and Jenna playing Mahjong. Um, okay, because that's what we want to do. We want to reenact what happened to Nancy before she disappeared and went missing. What a what a fun time. Um, Oof. Okay, let's see. Lots to get into today. Andy Cohen, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, her crazy night out. Um, I don't know what to think about Britney. Every time I see a headline about Britney, I'm always just like, I'm a little worried about her. I'm a little scared about her. I'm a little scared for her. I also caught up on The Valley. And what else? I didn't. Well, I saw clips of Summer House. I'm like loosely catching up. And I think I'm finally this weekend going to commit to Rhode Island. Everybody says that I need to watch it. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. And I feel like at this point, I finally just have to commit. All right. Also, I have on one of your faves. He's back on to hopefully give me some scoop on the Taylor Swift wedding. Please welcome back Chef Stuart O'Keefe.
Yeah, because I know. Like I spoke to her this morning.
You should know.
Let me push back the screen. It's just tipping off the. Oh God.
It needs to lower.
I know. Hold on. It's like there. Oh God.
Okay. I'll bring you back when you're ready. But before we do, I want to let everybody know that this week's episode is brought to you by my pals. You know I love them. You know I take them. You know I gots to have my Fodzyme. Listen, do you ever go out to eat and you feel stressed or disappointed because, you can't enjoy the foods that you love without worrying about how you're going to feel afterwards? Well, with Fodzyme, you can enjoy your favorite foods without the pain because Fodzyme is a tasteless powder. You just sprinkle it right onto your food and it helps break down FODMAPs, which are the hard to digest components in food that can cause bloating, gas, pain, all of that discomfort in your belly. That's caused by FODMAPs, and Fodzyme is here to help. Fodzyme makes digestion easier so that you can eat more of what you love. Think of it like lactate buffer, like garlic, onions, wheat, beans, cheese, and other common foods with FODMAPs. I like to take my FODMAPs when I'm out eating. I don't like to eat dairy. I try to stay away from gluten, and sometimes you can't avoid it when you go out to restaurants. So I like to make sure I have my FODMAPs, my Fodzyme to get the FODMAPs, just sprinkle it onto your food and it's all good. And listen, it's not just another supplement touting a quick fix. It's actually created by Harvard trained scientists and it's been clinically studied. Okay. With Fodzyme, you don't have to restrict yourself anymore. You can go out to eat, travel, share meals with your friends and family without stressing about what's on the menu and how you'll feel afterwards. Okay. We're so excited to partner with Fodzyme and offer you 30% off your first order when you go to icaneatagain.com/nofilter. That's icaneatagain.com/nofilter for 30% off your first order. Finally, you can enjoy your favorite foods without the pain. Just go to icaneatagain.com/nofilter. No filter. And also, sometimes when you're feeling a little sluggish or a little tired, I've learned that when I'm feeling off, it's usually hydration related. It's not about sleep. It's not about coffee. It's about hydration. And Drip Drop is my go-to between nonstop work, travel, trying to stay active. I can feel when water just isn't cutting it. And that's when I reach for Drip Drop to help me rebound faster, stay sharper, and make sure that no matter how plate my full is, I'm feeling good. All right. Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better, which is exactly what 2026 you needs. Think support for the busy days, long workouts, and everything in between. Drip Drop uses science-based formulas for rapid hydration, so you feel results fast while getting 3 times the electrolytes. And there's a reason over 90% of top college and pro sports teams love Drip Drop. My personal favorites are their Zero Sugar Plus collection. They come with an advanced blend of 6 key electrolytes, 15 essential vitamins and nutrients, and best of all, no sugar or artificial sweeteners. There's 16 original flavors and 8 Zero Sugar Plus options that fit seamlessly into my routine. I told you I love the peach. I'm also loving the watermelon. I love that there's no sugar. I like to stay hydrated. Right now, Drip Drop is offering podcast listeners 20% off your first order. Go to dripdrop.com and use promo code NOFILTER. That's dripdrop.com, promo code NOFILTER for 20% off. Stock up now at dripdrop.com, promo code NOFILTER. All right. Let's hope Stu's got his shit together now.
You know what? How dare you? It just was a simple thing. It was like, because I can't see it until I come on.
Okay, so are you keeping up with all the latest on Taylor
I
Swift?
thought you were going to say the Kardashians.
Date on Taylor Swift's wedding.
Yeah, but I don't know a date yet. She's going around calling people right now to invite them, like, personally. Like, she's not doing anything text or anything in written things. She's doing like phone calls to everybody.
Yes. So I guess the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs coach Andy Reid, he's confirmed that he'll be attending, and he's, I guess he got the phone call.
Great.
But
Could you imagine? Hey, it's Taylor. It's like, fuck.
What would you do if you got a phone call and it's like, hey, it's
I
Taylor
would just
Swift.
like
I'm invited
just
to the
shit my
wedding.
pants. I could just shit myself. Yeah, I just wouldn't know what to do. It would be so fucking great. It'd be amazing.
So who do we know has been invited so far?
Do you think
Selena
Blake will be
Gomez?
invited?
I don't know. Do you think Blake will be invited? So it looks like Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, Zoe Kravitz, the Chiefs coach.
I'm going to say no. You know why? Because it'll
why?
take the focus away from her if she is invited. And Taylor doesn't want that.
That's what I thought too. Like if Blake goes to the wedding, then the wedding is all about Blake. But then again, the wedding's going to be about Blake regardless of like, is she there? Isn't she there? Why wasn't? Well, I guess it wouldn't be about it if she's not there because it's like everyone's predicting her to not be there.
If she's not there, it's like it's an hour conversation and then no one's going to talk about it again. But if she is there, it's going to go on for fucking weeks.
Yeah, everybody's going to talk about it. And I think it steals Taylor's thunder. I was kind of convinced that she was going to be invited, that like now Taylor was like, listen, like bygones be bygones, the litigation's over, like, you know, whatever, nobody cares. I think they will be friends again. I think we'll see them at some point together again. But well, okay, so this is what Donna and Molly were saying, is that Taylor wants everybody to follow or to be talking about the wedding, and the best way to keep people talking about the wedding is to bring Blake Lively. So there's going to be the initial wave of the exclusive photos, probably in Vogue or Vanity Fair. Like there's going to be an elite like rollout of the wedding photos. That's going to be the initial. We're going to have exclusive photos that'll be published somewhere.
Like Donna then eventually, sounds like Donna just got off the phone with Taylor. Like, just stop. Like Taylor Swift doesn't need anybody to turn up for them to talk about her. It's going to be the biggest fucking wedding in the set of the decade.
But Molly says that Travis unfollowed them. That is true. Like, and that's kind of like, you're dead to me.
Come on. Like, it's just like, she doesn't need it. She's going to be like, this is fucking on me. It's going to be all about me and Trav. And like, that's it. And it's going to be like the wedding. It's going to be like, you know.
Do you think she's going to invite Spencer Pratt?
Could you imagine? Probably not.
I mean, do you imagine? Are there Swifties for Pratt? Is that a thing?
I don't know if there's an account. There probably is a Reddit somewhere, I'm sure. But wait, there. Since you're on the topic of Taylor Swift, she's been going out in New York every single night this week, pretty much, right? She's like, and this is the thing with her.
Oh, that's right, because Spencer is a big Taylor fan. He really? Does the Reputation. He was like obsessed with Taylor. This is why he was torn when the Blake stuff came out. He like went to Reputation, and she sent him I remember she sent him the vinyls and stuff, and like invited him. Yeah, she sent him the box and invited him. Wait, what were you saying?
So she's been out this week. The Swifties are on high alert right now. There's all speculations that she's dressing in a lot of black, white, beige. It's very like Reputation colors, but it's also given like Torture Poets Department. And then they're saying she's going to bring out TS13, which would be like fucking insane.
At her wedding?
Here's the thing. I was thinking
she's going to use her wedding to promote a new album.
No. I think like it's in the realm of possibility for her to drop TS13, because it's probably going to be an incredible year for her. She's getting married. She's waited for this for so long. Let's fucking throw in, because she could be like, here's TS13. You all fuck off for a while. I want to enjoy my honeymoon and my marriage. Like, and then like announce a tour like in November for like the following year.
So you think she's going to go back on tour? I think she's going to get married.
Yeah.
I think she's going to get pregnant, and I think she's going to go away for a little bit.
It's like 2 years. It's 2 years since the last Eras tour.
Wasn't it
I
just
know this.
last year? She was on tour
No,
last year,
it
no?
wasn't last December. No, it was the December
Oh my
before.
God. It feels like it didn't end
I
for
know.
2 years.
I know. So like there's a big gap.
And she
But
didn't
what's she
tour
gonna
for
promote?
Showgirl.
Showgirl, she can't fucking do that album. It's not big enough.
Ja-
See, I think she knows that Showgirl was a kind of a bit of a shit, like a bit of a shitty album. And she knows, even though she sold like billions of them because she brought out 65 variants, but like she knows it wasn't great. Like it didn't hit. Like everybody's gone back to Torture Poets Department. Like that album will always be great. She needs to get pregnant. She was up. Yeah, she could get pregnant too. Like Donna's right. Like she could be like
She's
she needs
getting
to fucking
old.
pop that out.
Yeah. Like, what's the last?
She might do a Beyonce on it. Do you know, with the fake stomach and she sits down and deflates? Maybe
she's
she'll
not
just
going
one
to
of
do the
those.
fake stomach like Beyonce. I cannot see her doing the fake stomach. Molly's a big Swiftie too. She says she loves Life of a Showgirl.
It's like, here's the thing. It's fine, but it's not like you keep going back to it like her other albums. Like, it's just not one of those. Like, I put it on the other day and I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'll see you next month.
So you still listen to it?
But Zach, like, I got my Spotify from like, the Spotify sent out their thing for like, since how many songs you've listened to from beginning of time, whenever you joined it. And like, Showgirl was like the last. Like, it was like fucking, I think I had like 100 plays on like Fate of Ophelia. And the other one, do you know what my top one was? My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, 1,151 plays.
That's a lot.
I loved that song though when it came out.
I've never listened to music that consistently.
I just know it's like I play the shit out of it when I like something, like until I hate it. I think I played the Clay Aiken song like 65 times already this week, and like now I don't like it anymore. But it's a good song.
Do you think Lena Dunham's going to be at the wedding?
Yes. They just had dinner this week.
Do you think she has to pay for 2 seats at the wedding? Like on the plane?
If Spencer Pratt goes, he's going to have to do that too. If he doesn't stop eating.
I saw photos of Lena Dunham.
Like, take a fucking GLP. Like, here's the thing. I know this is not a popular opinion. Like, I was out like like 2 weekends ago. I was with my friend. And I was at the bar, and there was just like a lot of like just overweight men coming into the bar. And this is a gay bar, right? And there was just like, and I was with Thomas, and I was like, leaning over to Thomas. I said, nobody should be fat anymore. They basically sell this GLP-1 at fucking 7-Elevens now.
It is true. Like GLP-1s are so accessible now. Okay, but I do. Yes, but I do have a concern. Okay, because I get it. They're so easy to access, but then we also have this.
Who is that? You're like, exactly.
That's Randy Jackson.
Stop. He looks like
that's Randy. He looks like an alien.
Insane.
Isn't that crazy?
See, what happens is they get because if you're so big, like Stu needs to stop giving his crazy opinions. Okay, relax, Ellie. It's just fun. We're just having fun chats. But like, I think what happens is the people that are a lot overweight, they get so obsessed because they've always wanted to look this way for so fucking long. And I don't blame them.
He looks like an alien.
And they just don't stop.
This is my concern with the GLP-1s is that you overdo it. Look at Randy's legs. Look at his toned legs. Remember they were saying Demi Moore had toned arms. Look at his toned legs.
GLP-1s are expensive. Okay, but yeah, if you are getting GLP-1, you can go through Nucor Health. This is the company I endorse. But like you should not do it on any website without speaking to a doctor online, like an online kind of Zoom call with the doctor.
Yeah, I just have Stu here to fat shame everybody. He's fat phobic.
I'm not. I'm just like, it was just like a stupid joke. Like whatever. I was with my friend. I had a few drinks, whatever. Okay, sorry it didn't land. It's like Danny and the Valley. You know, he was trying to be funny with his wife, and those jokes were not landing. He was coming across as abuse.
Molly says his legs are #goals.
Yeah,
like he's like withering away. He looks like an alien. He looks insane.
And listen, like, I did it, whatever that.
Like, I know we shouldn't shame people's looks, but like sometimes I think
that is a lot though. But I remember like when I started, Zach, like I remember I went like 10 pounds way under that I should have. And I remember looking at myself on like I pulled up, when you
You
pull up your
were a
like
little skinny. I remember
your camera.
telling
I
Donna, I was
I
like,
remember it
it's
was like a few months ago. And I remember being like at like Max and Helen's in like Hancock Park, and I was going to do a video like, oh hey, I'm here at this. I'm finally getting into, and I was like, you're not. You look like you're fucking sick. I'm like, you need to get like 19 pancakes into you.
yeah.
So I've leveled off at 200, and that's where I need to be, which is
So
nice.
you're taking less GLP-1 now?
I take a small little dose like every like 10 or 15 days. Like I don't do it weekly.
Okay. And before you were doing it weekly?
Yeah, because that's kind of like what the doctor said. Like, she's like, just do it. But like, then you figure it out, like, you just know it. Then you're like, okay, like, I'm pretty good. I don't need to eat it. I don't feel like I'm like pigging down or eating too much and stuff like that. And it's kind of, and it's kind of like, you kind of figure it out, like what works and what doesn't work for you.
Yeah, Holly says that this new Ozempic look it's worse than heroin chic. It's like bringing heroin chic
Yeah,
back.
it is. I just want to look like healthy and like fit and toned. That's it.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I
You
take
were
care.
a little skinny for me. I remember
I
telling
was
Donna,
from
and
yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
"No." Donna's like, "He looks hot. Make him lose more weight." I'm kidding. But I just think sometimes people get addicted to those. Like Megan
Oh
Trainor, I
yeah.
don't think she looks good.
Some people don't see it in the mirror. Like I know it straight away. Like if I look at myself in the camera or anything, I'm like, oh no, fucking start fucking eating. Get your burger. But some
Like
people are
Demi
like, oh, I
Moore
love this
looks
look.
crazy.
Who?
Demi Moore.
Oh, really? But she was always like thin, wasn't she? See what
Yeah,
we're
but
doing
now
now
she's
today.
like super. Or Olivia Wilde, that was another crazy one.
Yeah, but then she was spotted out again or whatever at an award ceremony, and she looked completely fine. She said it was a fish lens camera, just she looked crazy.
Well, I don't know. She does look a little crazy skinny though.
What do you think,
Okay.
Donna? My husband. What did she say? My husband wants me heavier.
He likes big boobs, big booby Donna.
Anyway,
Okay,
there's a girl at the
let's.
gym that looks like Donna. I always say like I always go up to her and it's like, okay, she doesn't go to this gym. It's not her. I'll take a photograph the next
Um,
time I see her. It's swear to God, like the body's the same, the hair and everything. It's crazy. FYI,
Crazy.
Donna.
Okay. I want to talk about Britney's crazy night out. I don't know if you got into that. I want to
Didn't
talk
even
Pete
know.
Davidson. Oh my God, you are gonna die when you hear about Britney. And then Andy Cohen and we need to talk about the Sprinter vans in
Yes.
Italy.
I mentioned you on
This
my
is crazy.
podcast yesterday. I was talking about it.
Oh, because I was right.
Yes, yes. I said it makes, but see, no. Yes, you
Okay,
are
hold on.
right.
Okay,
Okay,
hold that
whatever.
thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. All right. I also want to give some love in the club to our pals at Merit. Listen, let's be honest. If a skincare routine takes more than 5 minutes, it's not happening. That's why Merit Beauty believes that makeup and skincare should be effortless. Think clean, thoughtfully curated essentials to help you get a fresh, polished look in minutes with products that you can just swipe on, blend with your fingers, and move on with your day. Okay. Mornings don't have to take forever. Merit is a minimalist beauty brand that makes elevated makeup and skincare designed to help you look put together in minutes. And their best sellers are proof that less really is more. Their Flush Bomb, which is one of their hottest products, sold every 30 seconds. One was sold every 30 seconds in 2024. That's how good it is. No makeup day, no problem. Merit's great skincare serum. This one's my favorite. This one is all you need. It instantly hydrates and plumps for a fresh, dewy look. And if you just want to make sure you kind of smooth everything out, their tinted SPF is so good. It's time for your makeup and your skincare to meet the reality of your daily routine with Merit Beauty. Right now, Merit Beauty is offering our listeners their signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com. That's Merit, MERIT, meritbeauty.com to get your free signature makeup bag with your first order. meritbeauty.com. And not only that, but listen, I'm going to paint the picture for you. Hunger strikes. You're exhausted. There's some healthy food in the fridge, maybe some healthy snacks that you can whip up with some stuff in the pantry, but you just don't have it in you. You're tired. You've had a long day. Work was exhausting. You had a busy workout. I don't know, but your day probably got away from you. And now you don't have time to cook. You just don't have the energy to cook. Well, for me, eating healthy isn't about willpower. It's about the setup. And that's how I found Factor. With Factor, I'm hitting my nutrition goals this season without the planning, without the grocery runs, without the cooking. Factor has meals built around your goals, whether it's weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or GLP-1 support for strength and recovery. You can also check out Factor's Muscle Pro collection so they keep you fed and they keep you healthy and satiated because their meals are delicious. They have over 100 rotating weekly meals, fresh, never frozen, ready in 2 minutes. Factor shops, preps, cooks, and delivers straight to your door, so you have more time for everything you love this spring. Head to factormeals.com/nofilter50 off and use code nofilter50 off. That's nofilter50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 2026. See website for more details. Okay, let's talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want to play this clip from the show from Andy Cohen. He was talking to John Hill. You've slept with him, haven't you?
No,
Yeah.
I have not.
No, you've never slept with Andy Cohen, but you've never slept with John Hill?
Back in the day, we were meant to go on a few dates and we went back and forth on emails and it just never happened.
On email? Wow. Did you meet him on Craigslist?
No, I don't know why it was emails or something. I think it was because I'd met him like tons of times before because he worked at a production company like World of Wonder, I think, like back in the day. And I used to make cupcakes and I used to deliver cupcakes around Los Angeles.
Oh, you were like Bethany Bakes.
I was kind of like Sprinkles was hot at the time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get in on this. And then like his office would order some. So I met him through that. And this, but then it was years later where it was like, oh, like we go on a date and stuff. And then it just never happened.
Got it.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So Lisa Kudrow was on Watch What Happens Live. I talked about this on the show, but now Andy Cohen's basically coming out and confirming what I said. But there was the scene from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season where Kyle and Erica are with Dorit in the courtyard. They get into a fight. Dorit leaves. She gets into one of the Sprinter vans, and then she goes home. And everybody was like, oh my God, there were 2 Sprinter vans. Dorit didn't leave them stranded. And Lisa Kudrow kind of implied that she believed that scene was fake. And the scene, I mean, I didn't think the scene was fake because Dorit leaves in what was, I'd assume, the cast Sprinter van. Like there were 2 Sprinter vans because one was for the cast and one was for the crew and all of their equipment. So Dorit left in the cast Sprinter van, which left them with only one van that was for all of the crew members and all of their equipment. And so to me, that made total sense. And then they would likely have to make 2 trips. So to me, I didn't think that it was fake that Kyle and Erica were stranded. I went into this more in depth the other day on the show, but it wasn't that Erica and Kyle were stranded, or it was that they were stranded. And yes, there was a second van, but like it was the fact that Dorit kind of just left everybody, the crew and Kyle and Erica, high and dry, and there wasn't enough room to take everybody back. But so this is what Andy Cohen is responding to, because Lisa Kudrow, he asked her on Watch What Happens Live if she's watching Beverly Hills, and she's like, I am. And she's like, and you don't want to know my thoughts. And he was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, you don't. I'm just going to say black Sprinter van, black Sprinter. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to say, you don't want my thoughts. And he's like, okay, whatever. And so people then read into that and they're like, oh, she also thought that scene was completely fake or completely scripted. And this is his response.
It really blew up online.
Yeah, what was she talking about?
Well, I'll tell you. So it blew up that people were saying she was calling me out on like fakery on the show.
Because she said, you don't want to hear what I want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
But then what was the Sprinter van?
Well, so basically, it was when Dorit, Erica, and Kyle were in that little town.
Yeah.
And they had that huge fight. Yeah. And Dorit said, screw you, and got in the Mercedes van and left. And what Lisa was pointing out was there was another Mercedes van there, so they weren't stranded.
Well, that's what I go ahead.
So I reached out to the showrunner to say, like, what's the deal? Because Erica and Kyle were I remember hearing from production, like, whoa, Dorit stranded them in town. The other car was the crew vehicle that was taking the crew somewhere else and took the crew somewhere else. So Kyle and Erica then called the house to ask for a ride back. they called the house, and that's why the van that had just dropped off the crew then returned to get Erica and Kyle. So Erica and Kyle walking on the street waiting for the van, that was real, and they were standing there waiting for the van for some time. I don't know how long the ride was, but the van had to go to the location and then back to get them. So this isn't really a smoke. It's not even that interesting.
Yeah.
So defensive.
I didn't find that defensive at all. I found that like pretty.
But it bothered him, though.
Well, because it bothered me, because I was like, people are so fucking stupid to like, they're making conspiracies out of something that's actually quite simple, because they're now looking for a gotcha moment. People are looking for.
Because I just put up this thing here, right? So they said, like, you know, when she got into that Sprinter van, right, which was, we'll say, the cast Sprinter van, right, the one beside it then had the same license plate as the one that dropped off Erica and Kyle.
Right.
Like, so I think people thought it was fake because they're like, oh, well, the other van was just fucking right there. But then Andy's saying, well, they took the crew first. But it doesn't make sense, though, because if, like, Erica's going, like, they're really going to be like to Kyle and Erica, hey, girls, we're going to drop the crew back and then we're going to come get you. No, they would just drop them. So really, they weren't really stranded. Do you know
Technically, no, they weren't really stranded. Technically, yes, they could have ordered an Uber or something else.
The other van was right beside it. They just took that one.
Yes, because they don't all fit. Okay, I'm going to explain this to you. Like, I'm going to explain all the other 5.
Do you really think they're going to put the crew over the girls first?
They don't all fit in one van. So if the crew had to go handle another production or film another scene or go do their scout location or whatever, they're going to get the crew out of there so that the van can then take Erica home.
They were just like, girls, you're just going to have to wait. I'm sorry. We have to get the crew over here. I don't buy that.
Because the girls had their own van. And of course they're going to exploit it for the sake of the show. Like,
oh yeah, that's true.
The moment that's happening that, like, they're going to be like, okay, well, now we're going to film it because Dorit took your van. So technically they are. I mean, they're not going to lean into the fact that, like, oh, well, we have the crew van and we're just going to have to make the crew wait. And Erica and Kyle, you guys just get in the crew van.
Waited though. Like, I'm sure that other van, that van here on the right, was the one that took them there straight away.
It did take them straight,
and then they came back for the crew. That's what I think.
Well, no, but then you see that same van come around and pick up Kyle and Erica. So I think what Andy's saying is the crew probably had to go do something. So they went to go drop the girl. Because remember, the ladies weren't staying in town. They were far from the town. Yes. So if the crew had something else to do in town, it doesn't make sense for them to drive the ladies all the way back to the house and then come back and then take the crew members wherever they need to go if they're doing something within the town.
Fine.
That's like saying they're staying in LA, but the house is all the way in Santa Clarita. Then why would they take the girls back and forth before the crew? It doesn't make sense.
I just thought, like, they're really going to make the girls wait. Like, I get it. Let's just stop.
But then they exploit it for the show, and then we get a moment for the show. But rather than people just enjoying the show, because obviously they're making the impact of, like, Dorit left with one of the vans, which obviously screwed production too, and it was just her lack of consideration. And so how do they show her lack of consideration? By exploiting the fact that, you know, Kyle and Erica get stranded. So it's not scripted and it's not fake.
They needed as much as they could, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, and listen, they needed everything they could this season.
Fuck yeah, they did.
So that's Andy Cohen addressing that. So it really wasn't this dramatic conspiracy theory that people thought that it was. But did you see that Dorit is going on her book tour? Did you see her book tour?
Like, if I liked her, like, which I don't, it's like seeing like the 6 p.m. ish. It's like, that's not funny. It actually just, that triggers me so badly, because I'm like, you get there at like 6, we'll say, or 5:45 for the book, and then she fucking rocks in at 7. No, I just throw the book at her. It really triggers me. I hate when people are late. It's like.
So this is what she announced for her book tour. And so originally, and what book tours have been in recent years, is like a live show, and then you get a book with the show, and it's like a Q&A, a sit down, a something, right? Mm-hmm. But this book tour is really just, it's 4 bookstores. That's it. just 4
Yeah.
bookstores, 3 of them which are in New York and only 1 that's in LA. So she's not even going to different, like, you can tell that they have scaled this book tour back so much, and it's probably because sales were not doing well.
I remember by the way, just it's kind of like a proud moment. I've done the Barnes and Noble Grove twice for my first book and my second book, which was very fun to do. But I remember, like, I wanted to go on a little tour with Amy and do like a few bookstores. Like, we were thinking, like, why can we not go to the cities for the franchises where the housewives are? So, like, we've went to like Dallas, if we went to, Jersey, New York, like, you know what I mean? We wanted to do, and they're like, it doesn't make sense because, like, the amount of money we're going to spend on you to fly you places, to put you up in hotels, to do it doesn't like, we're not getting the money back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So we did the Grove, and I think we did one other one as well.
Yeah. So this is her book tour. She's doing
So where is
Barnes
it?
and Noble at the Grove. She's doing Book Mart in Brooklyn, Bookends in Jersey, and Barnes and Noble on Fifth Avenue in New York City.
That'll
So
probably get like the most people. Like, it's probably smart,
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think it's weird to do
Do you know what?
3 in New York.
Zach, do you want to meet me at the Grove on the 31st, and we'll have lunch so we can just see how many people turn up?
I don't think it's going to be a lot. I really
No,
don't.
can we please go?
Let's go
we
have
can have
lunch.
coffee
I'll
at
go
the
with you.
Starbucks there. There's a
We'll go.
Starbucks
Yes.
across from it.
We'll
I
just
mean-
have coffee at the Starbucks in the Grove.
Yes, that's what
Just
I
make
mean.
it look like we're shopping. Because the Starbucks is right next to where they do the signing.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we could just
we'll be like,
look
we're
across.
just
down the
over.
street.
We're in the board game section, just looking for some Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, is Dorit signing her books here? Ooh, 3
looking
people.
for Taylor Swift vinyls to collect.
Yeah. But I think it's weird that they're doing 3 back-to-back in New York. Like, I mean, I get it.
Cheaper.
Brooklyn and New York City are kind of like, a distance, and
Yeah.
but like Jersey's right outside of New York.
Here's
Like,
the thing. It's about money. They just keep her there. She knocks out the 3 of them to get her back on the fucking plane, because she's not paying for that. Like, the
no, I know,
publisher.
but I mean, this is a clear indicator that I don't think her book sales are
I
doing that
don't
hot
know.
if this is all they're going to do.
As you said like a few weeks ago, you were like, listen, to me, she looks bothered.
Yeah, her book is called Unbothered, and the whole season has been the bitch fucking bothered. She's been bothered the
been
whole
so
damn
bothered.
season. She's never been
She's moving out
unbothered.
of that house. They are
She
moving
has to. They're selling it. It's being
That
auctioned.
inside
But
scoop.
like you said, the annoying thing about the book tour is that the times, it says May 31st at 2 p.m. ish, June 2nd at 6 p.m. ish.
Like, what a way
June
for
3rd at
people
6
not to
p.m.
turn up.
Right? And it says all events are taking place on DST, Dorit Standard Time, which I guess is supposed to be like a joke about her being late. But like, to
Yes.
me, I don't think being late is like a funny thing, especially when people are showing up for you. I don't get to me, it's not that.
Oh, let's call it Dorit Standard Time. That'll be funny. No, it won't.
Not when the entire season is us getting so fucking tired of you being late and annoying and just like pissing everybody off. And then you're like, let me lean into this thing that people fucking hate about me.
I think the one thing that is like this is like, someone's so tone deaf, like, and the publisher would have weighed in on this too, which is crazy that they let her do this. It's like, the one thing that's never funny with anybody is being fucking late for them. It's no one's ever like, oh, you're half an hour late, Zach. Oh, it's okay. Let's celebrate. Like,
Ha ha ha.
oh, it's so fun. I loved waiting here on my own for fucking 45 minutes. Like, no
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Mary says, is the tour to promote her book cover? Is the book finished? Well, you have to remember the book, the season was filmed last summer.
The book wasn't done. Yeah.
The book wasn't done then, but the book is done now. I mean, and if you have a ghostwriter, it's actually pretty easy to get the book written. And she had a ghostwriter. She didn't write it herself.
Yeah, you just
She
sit down and have
literally-
interviews, and you
have like a few interviews. You
Yeah.
talk to them on the phone, and then they write it, and then you approve it, and then you say, "Hey, I wrote a book."
I saw, on an Instagram account, I think the Pink Box or something like that it's called. They said that like
Mm,
Erica, Sutton, Boz, one other one. They're all like possibly on the chopping block.
Oh yes, I
You see
did see
that?
that. I did see that. I don't know if that's true though. Did you send that to me?
I
Someone
didn't send
sent
it
it
to
to
you,
me
no.
this morning.
I saw it this morning. No. Do you see Pussycat Dolls had their first performance at Huda Beauty? Everybody was
What?
like, "Thank you so much for my refund."
Yeah, they're saying Dorit, Erica, Bose, and Sutton are all on the chopping block. Kyle is the only one safe. It was the Real Housewives Zone that posted that. Dorit, Erica, Bose, and Sutton are all on the chopping block. Kyle is the only one safe as the OG. Amanda also has a strong chance of returning after the viewer's response. She was a slow burn. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like eventually came to like Amanda by the end of the reunion, but I think it's because Dorit just became so much more insufferable than Amanda that everyone's like, we don't even care about Amanda. Just shut Dorit up. It says Rachel Zoe is likely safe as well with her high profile, but she needs to bring more next season. Kathy and Jennifer will be welcomed back as well. New women will be cast next season after viewer reaction this season. Everyone knows new blood is needed after the poor reaction and the slow storylines. And I think the show's on pause.
Yeah, I think so.
They didn't announce.
I think
They didn't
I hope Amanda comes
announce.
back though.
I like Amanda, but I think the show's on pause because they didn't announce. They did the upfronts, the NBC upfronts, and they announced all the renewals. And Beverly Hills was not on the list of renewals for this year.
Huh.
So I think they're gonna let it. You know, they're gonna let it.
There was another show not on that list for fall schedule.
Vanderpump Rules.
That too,
I mean,
another one and another
which
one.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
coming, but it just wasn't on that schedule. Probably, you know. It's like
I don't, but
yeah.
I mean, we're already in May, so anything that's
Yeah.
or that's picked up or greenlit for this year would have been announced. OC obviously wasn't announced because they just finished filming their season, so and Atlanta's just airing right now, so those are the two Housewives shows that aren't on the list that make sense. But like Beverly Hills would have made sense for a renewal. But I guess they haven't officially renewed.
Atlanta last night. It looked really good. Like Portia and Cynthia were fighting. It looked really good. Fuck, I just wish I was watching that. We still haven't watched Rhode Island, and they're starting to get ready for the reunion.
Maybe I'll watch the reunion. That's usually what I do.
I think what you could do is you could start at like episode 3.
But the reunion recaps everything for you.
Yeah.
It gives you everything you need to know.
Or just watch the beginning of every episode and you get the recap of the previous one.
Yeah. That's what
I'm not watching episode 1 again. I just want to get into it and just have like the faces of them on my iPad being like, okay, that's that bitch. That's that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, so I know the names.
Yeah.
Dolores was not asked to the reunion either. I saw.
Who?
Dolores.
Who? Oh, why would she be? She's like,
I know,
not even really on it.
I know. She wasn't like on it a lot. Me saying that hasn't even watched it.
I know. You're like, she wasn't even on it. We're both like, she wasn't even on the show. We haven't even seen it. Okay, Britney Spears. Did you hear about this?
Nothing. Tell me.
So she was at a restaurant in Sherman Oaks. Have you been here? What is it? Blue Dog Tavern?
I think I've been there with you and Donna. No,
we haven't been to Blue Dog Tavern.
Where did you take me the last time we were out?
We went to Boulevard.
Same thing.
No, Blue Dog Tavern is like a more of like a sportsy kind of bar.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, it's like a sports bar. But anyway, so she goes to Blue Dog Tavern and these reports come out that she was yelling, barking, and yielding a knife around. And people are like, what the hell? And then she was smoking where she shouldn't be smoking. And she was just a hot mess. And the guests were like, we were concerned. Like, it was really sad. And then her rep came out and they're like, she was just enjoying lunch with her assistant and her bodyguard. She wasn't yielding a knife. She was just cutting her hamburger in half. And she was barking because she was telling them a story about her dog.
I mean, she probably was talking. She had the knife in her hand. Like, I mean, I know, guys, like, and then I cut her burger.
Maybe. But the barking thing is so weird. Like, when you tell people about Milo, do you bark in his honor?
Milo was like, ruff, ruff, ruff. No, that's never happening.
No. It's a weird thing. I would never like bark.
Unless your dog had a really unique bark.
Right, but then you would play an audio of their bark. Like, you can't imitate a unique bark. OC girl says, do we really think Brittany barks? Have you seen half the shit Brittany's fucking done? Yeah, I think the bitch was barking. I think she was barking up some. She was probably humping somebody's leg too.
Oh my God.
Good job freeing Brittany. Okay, but now we have more details from inside the restaurant. Okay, so a dinner guest, this is according to page 6, a dinner guest who witnessed Britney Spears' outburst at a Los Angeles restaurant detailed the pop star's rough night. In an exclusive interview, Jeff Schneider recalled that he and his friend were at Blue Dog Tavern in Sherman Oaks around 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Soon after, a woman behind sunglasses and 2 others walked in, but he did not immediately realize it was the Princess of Pop. The woman sat down and proceeded to make a lot of woofing and barking noises and just throw a lot of outbursts. It wasn't really until she took off her sunglasses that we realized, oh no, this is Britney Spears.
It's like woof, 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 woof.
Snyder, yeah. Who let the dogs? And maybe she was singing that song. Woof, woof, woof. Snyder, who had been an entertainment reporter for 20 years, claimed Spears kept standing up and down and moving around the restaurant. He also alleged that at one point she was standing up. She had forgotten to put down her silverware and was holding a knife. She's like, woof, 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 woof. He says,
who let the dogs out?
She was just singing. He says, I wasn't threatened or anything like that, but when she eventually left, I turned around and was like, holy shit, that's crazy, to the entire section. Snyder alleged that one woman sitting in their section felt threatened and said of Spears, she had a knife and came towards me. I thought she was going to stab me.
Oh, come on. Like she.
Oh, and then there's a photo. They took a photo of the knife. Here, I have to show you the knife. When you see Britney Spears wandering around, I mean, that's one. Those are one of those sharp knives.
It's a steak knife.
Is it a steak knife?
I don't know. Can you zoom in? It doesn't look serrated. Oh, it is serrated. Yeah, it's a steak knife.
Yeah. But it's not pointy. It's like one. It's like the ones you cut your burger with,
or a bread or something like that. Yeah, or like a tomato.
Or bread.
It looks like a burger. We should go.
It does look like a good burger. And then she also lit up her cigarette inside and was asked to stop. I mean, listen, when you see Britney Spears with knives, like you don't take that lightly.
No, not of the. I loved the memes of that though, when people were going crazy with them. They were really funny. But it's not. Ugh, it sucks.
The steak knife will be sold to the highest bidder. Her rep cleared it up and said that she was telling a story about her dogs. They take videos of everything. Where's the video evidence? Well, if her rep is saying that she was barking, then it sounds like she was barking. And realistically, if you just, put on your critical thinking cap, here, let's all put on our critical thinking cap. Okay, hat on. When are you ever barking in a restaurant and call that normal behavior? Even when you're telling a story about your dog, like, come on.
I bet you it was like, oh, it sounded like she was barking. It was probably another noise she was making an impression of or something.
No, her rep confirmed that she was barking, but she was telling a story about her dog is why they said she was barking. But she was
okay. Could you be like this, like, oh my God, and then there was this dog in the corner, and it just was like, rah, 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 like just crazy, like no, like that maybe, like that could be like.
But how often are people talking like that?
Not like that though,
Is that supposed to be Milo's replacement? Did you think we weren't going to notice that that's a stuffed animal?
Yeah, it is. It's just like, I have like 3 of them. It's just, I don't know, like one gift, somebody gave me like gifts of them. And then this one, I saw this one online. I thought it was so cute. But
Romy says, wait, you guys don't randomly bark? I mean,
woof.
No.
And I've when Milo does like a little, like kind of half bark. If he starts barking, I'm like small bark. And he's like, woof, woof. It's like a half. It's so cute. Just stop barking. Just stop.
Okay, Pete Davidson. So he just had a baby girl 5 months ago, and he's already breaking up with his girlfriend Elsie, his baby mama. He is done with her.
Does he have kids?
Did you not listen to the words that just came out of my mouth? Wait, he just had a baby 5 months ago and dumped his baby mama.
Oh, I just heard Dumpty's baby mama. Pete Davidson, Dumpty's baby mama. I should have still got it
Hey,
from
well,
that.
even
but I
if
didn't.
baby mama indicates that there's a baby.
Wait there. Okay, fair. Does he have like a few kids like floating around?
I don't think so. I think this was
Okay,
his
just one.
first.
Okay, just because he's had so many girlfriends and women and all that stuff, I just wondered.
So it says, so according to the Sun, he had a very busy work schedule since the baby was born back in December. It says Pete has been traveling so much for work, but Elsie was craving more support from him at home after their daughter was born. I mean, it kind of sounds like you should be with your baby mama and your newborn daughter, right?
Yeah, just like quit and just like bye.
The
This
insider
is-
said that
this
it
is
was
too much,
very
bye.
hard for him because
I'll send you a check.
obviously he has to work to make money. I feel like he's doing okay. That
I
he could
feel like
take
he's always kind
some
of done
time off.
great, right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, they broke up. They're just focusing on their daughter now. I think that's weird to break up. I mean, she just had a baby and you're dumping her. Unless she left him, it kind of sounds like maybe she left him because he wasn't being that supportive. But I thought they were going strong.
I don't know anything about them. I don't even know who it was.
Well, nobody knows who she is, but Pete Davidson, you know Pete Davidson.
Mhm.
Her name is Elsie Hewitt. I don't know who she is or what she does though. But they just had a baby in December and they've already broken up. Like that's kind of crazy.
Wait, they had a baby?
I was gonna slap you. I was like, Stu.
Oh God. What else? I'm trying to think if I have anything. Let's see what
I need to like look into this Murdoch case. I feel like
I
some people are
feel like
talking
that
about-
has been going on for 25 years. Wait there, you watched The Valley and stuff like that. We didn't really talk about that. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean,
I did watch I caught up on the Valley. Danny's looking rough.
he's just kind of changed. He's kind of fed up, and I don't know. But Kristen said something though. Fuck, did I screenshot it? I don't know. Something about like Danny works really hard. He just wants to let off some fucking steam before, like, yes, he did not
She
look
was
too good
defending
in
it.
this episode, but like that's not reason for them to break up a fucking family and leave 4 kids.
Yeah, because so they were doing like a
Lala
beauty
said.
pageant and all the girls were dressing up all the guys so that they can do like a drag pageant. And Danny, Nia, everyone was assigned one of the guys to help dress up, and Danny's wife Nia was helping to like get the wig, and he's like telling her like, do my hair like this, and he's like bossing her around.
You're a
He's like, come
pageant
on,
queen.
we're gonna win.
Do
We
it
have to
right."
win. You're a pageant girl. You're a pageant girl. And he was kind of just like, I take it that he was trying to be jokey, but you can
Yes.
just tell based off of her reactions, like the jokes weren't landing and she was getting her feelings hurt because she's like, stop being hard on me. Like, I'm trying really hard right now. I'm having a hard time. And
Yeah.
he just is like, come on, we have to win. We have to win. And I can
Like-
tell he was trying to be funny, but he was a little
Yes,
drunk.
Me too.
And I think when you're a little drunk, you don't always read the room and you don't always
No.
realize that how you're
Yeah.
saying something and how it's coming off, or because
Uh-huh.
you can come off
I agree.
obnoxious when you think that you're being funny. And I think that's what was happening is he was coming off obnoxious when he thought he was being funny. And so that's when Lala steps in and she's just like, listen, I don't think you're being appropriate right now. I think you're talking to her very disrespectfully. And then he got upset with Nia and he's like, how are you going to let her talk to me like that? And Nia's like, well, I kind of felt the same way. And I was trying to tell you that, but you weren't listening. And I get where Nia was just like, part of me was like, I feel like Lala should mind her own business. But then also at the same time, like she said what I was thinking too. And I couldn't get that through to him.
I just really think that, like, look, the alcohol thing, it just changes him. And it's like, unfortunately, like as you said, like he couldn't read that the jokes were not landing and he kept going and going. And it just seemed to come off a bit more aggressive every single time. And he looked fucking horrible. Like he did. And when she was like, and I kind of liked what she said, like, well, no, like I will talk to you like that if you're going to. And then the way he turned around and looked at her, I was like, oh God, this is fucking bad.
Yeah.
And because I really liked Danny and I thought he got a hard knock last season and stuff like that. But he's one of those people, and I've had friends like this before, and I still do. But there's one friend in particular that anytime we go out, I'm like, your max is 3 glasses of wine. You cannot have any more. I said, I'm sorry, you just can't. And I'm going to tell you that. And you know how you are. And he's like, no, I know. He's like, and it's just one of those people. And it's the chemical makeup. It just affects people. I don't think he's an alcoholic. I just think that like he drinks, it changes him. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. And Danny's definitely one of those people.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it sucks because he probably did want a lot of steam, and he does work hard and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah.
And I think he was trying to, like be funny and like get into the spirit of it, but he was just like, his behavior was just off.
And I'm sorry, like, and like Lala coming in like that, I'm like, I get it, but it's like, she's the fucking last person I want coming in if I'm having like a little issue with my wife or we're not getting along. It's like, fuck off, like just piss off. You know what I mean? Like
she was, yeah. I mean, I think the audience actually really liked her for that, but I think they turned on her again on Watch What Happens Live when she said that she wanted Nia, when they asked who she thought would be the next couple on the Valley to break up. And she's like, I was hoping that it's Nia and Danny. Now, the thing that is a little concerning, though, is Jesse's reaction on that. And people are upset that she wants to break up Nia and Danny because they're like, they're parents. They have new kids. Like, you know, you just breaking, like, I don't know.
Do that.
Yeah, but I don't know their relationship because then it's weird because then you see Jesse and Jesse's talking about, he's like, oh, when he told Lala, he's like, you've never seen this behavior, you've never seen him talk to her like that before. And she's like, no, I've never seen this before. And he's like, oh yeah, like this, I've seen it before. Like this is how he gets.
Yeah.
So it seems like maybe he's, you know.
But honestly, like Jesse's decision, like not to get involved in that moment, I thought about that too, what you just said. And like, but I think he was like, you know what? I'm not getting involved right now. He's had a few too many. This is not the right time to start talking to him. Like, I'll have a conversation with him afterwards, being like, listen, dude, I heard you the other night. It wasn't fucking cool. And he has to be sober when to have that conversation. And like, Lala was already going at him. Like, it's like, okay, we're going to have a fucking pile on now if Jesse goes there, you know? Did you see they did like a screenshot, like a clip at like Jesse's feet with the fluffy fucking toes. Yeah. It was it was such a like heavy moment. Like Lala and Danny are going at it, and it just does a screenshot, and he has like Sarah Jessica Parker, like those heels with like they're clear heels with like the fluffy pink toes. So funny. It was like diabolical.
I know. I wonder what it's gonna look like next week.
Yeah, but apparently Andy Cohen is having him and Luke on Watch What Happens Live, I think next week.
Yeah, him and Luke, people are upset with because I don't think Luke, I don't know, based off of what I saw in last night's episode, I don't think Luke was wrong. I think he's being very human and like being like, listen, this is fucking hard and I don't know how to do this. And he's just being honest. And I think him and Kristen are both being very honest and vulnerable. And I think those are very valid experiences with a newborn baby. You know, she's going through a lot because her body is off and her hormones are off. And there's so many things that she just feels off with. And, you know, and he's like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to do this. I've never had a kid too.
And it seems very genuine when he says it too. Like, I actually, like, he's kind of like, he's like, I don't like, you kind of have to kind of give me a bit of grace, like Kristen, and like as well, you know what I mean? Like she kind of like, she has a short fuse with him with stuff. Like, why don't you fucking get this? And he's like, I literally tell you, I don't know. Like, I don't, like, you have to tell me.
Yeah, he seems like he's willing to do better, but like he also is like, but I don't know what better is. I don't know, you know, and that's why like when she wanted to leave and he's like, well, do you want me to go with you? Do you want me to stay? Like, you know, and ultimately she you know, I just feel like, I feel like people are beating up Luke. I haven't seen every episode this season, but just this past episode, I feel like Danny deserves to get a little beating, but I don't know about Luke. You need to see the beginning episodes with Luke from this season.
There was maybe I do need to watch. I think what you're talking about or what people are referring to is like there was a conversation with him and Kristen on the sofa once at their house, and he was coming off a bit selfish for his needs, as in like he wants to have sex and stuff like that. And she's like, I look like a fucking slob. Like I don't feel sexy. I don't want to be sexy. I'm kind of the postpartum thing. And it just didn't land the way he was coming across. It just seemed like very kind of like a bit selfish, and people kind of went crazy for him about that.
Kristen looks great now, though. Have you seen her recently? She just did a video on her Instagram, and she looks great. Her hair looks great. Her body looks great. Her face looks good. Like, I don't know if she did like a GLP-1 or what she did, but she's looking good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fast track way of doing it.
Yeah, see, everyone's saying that in the last episode, Luke came off fine, but in the other episodes, he comes off crazy. Okay, then I have to watch the rest of the episodes to have a fully baked opinion of Luke. Because I've just seen people online pissed at Luke. I was like, why?
Oh yeah, and also like, can we just all agree, like, Nia should not have had the baby at the fucking safari on the truck. Like,
that was interesting.
it was so weird. I'm sorry, like a baby just doesn't belong there. Nia should have just sat this one out, or maybe the babysitter just like take the baby. Like, I don't understand why the babysitter was there if they're not fucking using the babysitter.
I get that. I did get Danny's point about that of like, why do we have the babysitter if we're not going to use the whole point of hiring the babysitter for the weekend?
Nagging him a bit on that thing, and it was like kind of like driving me crazy too.
But like, I get it.
Like, why are you laughing? And he wasn't laughing. I was like, what? Like, fucking, what are you saying?
It was the like, I don't like. I think taking the baby on the safari, to your point, was maybe not the wisest choice because like it was hot, the baby was getting hot, like it was a lot to have the baby on. But she said something about having to nurse the baby. But I think that should have just been like a sit this one out, like let everybody else go. That way she's not uncomfortable. The baby's not antsy and in the sun.
Like, nobody is strapped into anything. It's not a safe kind of thing. Like, everybody's just kind of like rocking around. Like, it just wasn't the place. Like, and she should have said to production, like, listen, I need to be with the baby. I need to nurse it. Like, I have to sit this one out. Like, let Danny go ahead. They were probably like, no, you guys are fighting. We fucking love this. But like, there was one part when like Danny was holding the baby and she's like, okay, you need to like turn like as the sun like faces, like as we're turning the sun, like to keep him out of the sun. So he had to like, as the sun was kind of going around, like to keep the baby out of the sun. It just was like weird. Like Danny was just like, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
but I think it's good to see that drama. And if you ever like, for people like, yes, you can go hard at Danny and stuff like that, and I understand that, and he did not come off well. But to ever like to think that like couples are not fucking screaming at each other at home, and like, and that doesn't happen, like it does happen. We just got to see it on television.
Normalize screaming at each other at home.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like people, I don't know, people have unrealistic expectations of other people's relationships or other people's parenting when like they themselves know that they have their own bullshit to deal with. Okay. I think that's all I got for today.
Okay. Well, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Have a wonderful day. It's cloudy outside today.
Have a wonderful weekend. I know.
I wanted to go to the pool later. Maybe it'll brighten up in the afternoon. It's only 11:15.
Yeah, it might still brighten up. All right. Give Stu a follow. Check out Don't Let It Stew, his podcast. He has a lot more Bravo reality TV hot takes.
I had an attorney on this week. We talk about the Dorit and PK stuff. She had very good intakes. Jasmine Wade was on. She's great.
What did she say?
Go check it out. Just like kind of, I like to hear her like point of view, like from an attorney standpoint, we just kind of
like what did she say? Like what was one of her
I can't remember. You're going to have to go listen. It was like
she was great. Okay, what did she say? I don't remember.
Bitch, I couldn't even remember that the Pete Davidson had a baby after you said it like 10 seconds ago.
Okay, well then I'll have to go listen and get all her hot.
She's great though. Like, give her a follow. She's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. This was fun. Sorry,
all right,
everybody off.
You always do. All right.
We didn't talk about a disability today, so we got off clean.
No, we just fat shamed people today.
Oh my God. All right.
Bye guys. Have a good one. I will talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.